I don't know if you can tell, but when I shaved yesterday, I missed half a mustache. It's a good thing I don't have a lot of facial hair, or else this might look kind of silly. Alright, so I haven't made a video in a little while because I've been working and I've been busy and just haven't had any time to do any of this stuff. I find I have a couple hours tonight, which is great because there's something I want to talk about, something on my mind, and it is sort of a current events thing. I'm doing a current events thing, only sort of. I'm sure everyone out there has heard of ISIS, or whatever they're called now. The concerns that I have and what I want to talk about is the association that people put with these creeps, I'm going to call them creeps, the creeps of ISIS, and Islam. Now I just want to be clear right away, I do not identify myself as a Muslim, but I want to use this opportunity to defend people that do, because I don't think it's fair that this association between ISIS and Islam is being made all over the place. Yes, ISIS themselves, as far as I know, identify as Islam, but that's like saying all Christians are like the Westboro Baptist Church. It's just not fair to say that they represent the entire large group. Now, I don't want to get into the belief system of Islam because, like I said, I'm not Muslim, and I like what Gandhi said in regards to this, where if you want to learn about a religion, learn about it from the source. It just makes sense, otherwise you're going to get really skewed biased information. That extends to any religion, really. If you want to learn about it, go to someone or a place that actually supports it, otherwise you won't get very good information. So I'm not going to talk about what Islam is, but what I want to talk about is people that I've met who are Muslim throughout my life have all been good, kind people. That's the impression that I have so far. They do not give the terrorist element. Now, admittedly, the amount of Muslims that I have met in my life is limited, especially on the grand scale of the number of people that follow this religion in the world compared to the number that I've actually come in contact with is statistically insignificant. So the amount that I've met being nice really, as a stat, doesn't really matter anything. But as the point that I want to make, it brings me to it. Now my point being is, rather than looking at a massive group of people and then creating judgments about individual people, just look at individuals. I mean, it's really quite simple. You meet someone, this is a person, this person is not a group, it is a person. And so any sort of judgments you need to make it about the person. Don't say, oh, I know one little thing about you, therefore that little thing that I know must represent all of you. It's freaking ridiculous. Now I don't think it's a wrong or even a bad thing, maybe even it's a good thing, to infer information about the little bit that you know. Let's say you meet someone who is Muslim, you know a little bit, and that information that you have, you can use it to perhaps generate questions. I'm okay if people ask questions about me. I mean, I can't speak for everyone here, but if someone knew a little bit about me and they use that little bit to ask questions to expand their knowledge about me as an individual, I'm perfectly cool with that. I think that's a great thing for people to do, rather than sit there and make these assumptions, which can be nasty assumptions sometimes. If I were Muslim and people be like, you're Muslim, you're a terrorist, those are not cool assumptions to make. Not cool. So now the point that I really want to make here is, this is something that I think can go a long way in making a better world, is look at people as individuals. Don't look at them as a culture, a race, a religion, whatever system of beliefs, a political party, or whatever it is. Those may make up parts of who they are, and they may be very important. Don't discount them, but don't use them to suddenly make assumptions about people. People are individuals, and everyone has that uniqueness about them. Differences are things that can make the world beautiful. We don't need to fight or mock or destroy or tear down differences just because they might even be polar opposites from our own views or beliefs. There are ways we can discuss them and we can still be happy together, we can still live peacefully together, and we can still be friends. There's no reason why a left-wing and a right-wing person politically have to hate each other. I mean, I can see why, because sometimes, they really like to butt heads. But I'm saying that can be avoided just by looking at the individual, figuring out who this individual is, what makes them tick, and don't associate them with whatever grand, larger thing you think might make up that person. Because it's just one little part of who they are, more or less. I mean, who knows how big of a part it is. But the thing is, the whole point, this whole video, my point is, consider individuals as individuals. Go from there. This has been a lesson in Sollywood morality. I said that almost without laughing. Alright everyone, thanks for watching that video. Just want to say today is April 7th when I'm filming it. It's not going to be up on April 7th, but I'm filming it on April 7th. And this is my new Kurt Cobain t-shirt. It's been 21 years as of tomorrow when his body was found. And April 5th, I suppose, is probably the actual date of death. But it's been approximately 21 years since Kurt Cobain died. I like Nirvana. I liked Kurt Cobain for many years. This is my shirt. This is my tribute. I don't know what else to say. Go listen to Nirvana. I'll put a link in the thing below, a couple songs.